Getting over a divorce quickly. This is one of the biggest hurdles in life and love, and if you're here to figure this out, you've come to the right place. Getting over a divorce quickly. This is one of the most difficult, challenging, and painful processes pretty much you can go through in life. Your loss of identity, loss of certainty. So if this is something you are dealing with, I've got your back. We're going to cover how to get over it quickly, the important decisions to make, and how to shift some of those references that keep bringing up the past. So let's dig in. Hi, my name is Jeremy, your Mindset Mastery Guy, and I've been working with families and kids, men and women, for over 27 years at this point. And unfortunately, getting over the death of an intimate relationship, sometimes shockingly, not only have I worked with my clients, I've lived through it personally. And I've had that shocking moment of, I want a divorce, I'm done, I want out of here, I'm done with this relationship. I've been in that place. And it took me actually several years to recover, but I've learned and I've developed strategies. I've helped other men, other women deal with this situation and learn how to get out of it. Learn how to not sit there and wallow in the pain and the misery for days and weeks and months and years. So I'm going to share with you some of my best tips on how to get out of this stuff, get out of this emotional pain quickly and easily. So you ready? Let's dig in. All right, so to start off, the number one most important thing is you have to decide. You have to make a decision that this is a new chapter. The past, it's past. It doesn't hold me anymore. I don't live there. It's time for us to plant the flag in a new direction, because you're never going to have healthy growth in a new relationship. You're never going to be able to expand who and what you are if you keep focusing on who and what you were and how you messed up and how you made mistakes and how you didn't do this and how you didn't do that. As long as you keep stuck, mired in the past, holding on to that old story, you're never going to be able to move forward in life or in love. So you've got to decide. And if you haven't done it yet, make that decision right now and just say, you know what? The past is past and I'm free. I now have a time and the opportunity to make new decisions and open up a new chapter in my life, because that creates a blank slate. You get to decide, you get to define how you want to show up and what your next strategies are, what your next relationship goals are going to be. It's all open now, my friend, instead of back there. So that's your first step, is you've got to decide new chapter. All right, so the second thing to do to help you get over the divorce quickly, to help you get past the divorce quickly, is take away the daily reminders. Take away the little notes, the little cutesies. Now, if you have kids, obviously don't take the pictures of you, your ex, and the kids and throw them away, because the kids might take that as a rejection of them. Don't want to do that. So what can you do instead? Well, with the pictures around the house, the kids are in it, maybe put an iguana on her head or something. What, iguanas are cute. I'm not saying she's like some battle axe reptile that you want never to see again. I'm not saying that, but if that's what you want to imagine in yourself, no judgment. But you can get rid of some of those references, those daily reminders, pictures, special memories, keepsakes. The thing is, as you're getting rid of those reminders, sometimes it's easy to kind of get stuck in the pain and stuck in the grief. So what I want you to do is, as you're getting rid of those reminders, ask yourself, what was important about this? In how I showed up? What was the best part of me that I want to carry forward? And that way you can release the past, learn from it, and bring it into the new chapter and this new opportunity to grow and expand. Because the past doesn't hold you unless you keep holding it. So as you physically let go of stuff in your environment, you can keep those lessons. And life gets a lot easier, and you'll actually start to feel lighter as you do this. Now, as you're removing these references, I want to know, what was your big shift? What was the big thing that as you started to let it go, you started to loosen up? Leave it in the comments down below. I know for me, it was something really simple. When I started to describe my ex, no longer as my ex, but someone I was involved with. And I said it one day like that, and I felt, ooh, I like that. I don't know why I said it that way, but I felt lighter. I felt taller. I was no longer held on because she's not my ex. She's her own person, and she's free to live her own life. And now I'm moving in a new direction too. So what's been the biggest shift for you? Leave that in the comments down below. I'd love to know what you've done to loosen up and lighten up and move forward. Okay, and now we're going to talk about the last piece, which is having a healthy perspective. And if you'd like to be healthy, make sure you hit that like button. We want to be healthy in our body, our mind, and our soul. All right, so keeping a healthy perspective. I want you to think about your divorce like this. I am divorcing the past. I am divorcing an old story. I am divorcing an old identity because you showed up a certain way. Your ex showed up a certain way. And the two of you, there may have been some good stuff at one point, and then things got to be not so good, and then things got fugly, and here we are. So, what were the best parts of you to carry forward? What can you learn? How can you grow through this? Because as we expand our perspective, see it longer and higher, we start to find bigger reasons for the things that happen in our lives. My relationship was dysfunctional. It was not healthy. I was in my feminine. I was a people pleaser. I was doing all these things to earn the right to be loved, which is partly why it failed, because I never showed up as the man in the relationship. I was this little boy who constantly needed approval and needed validation. And the gift in that is because I went through that pain and I went through that time when I was shut down, I now show up for my wife and my children in a whole different way. I'm more present, I'm more playful, I'm able to own my mistakes and apologize. I'm able to recognize when I just need reinforcement and say that, hey, could you just tell me I did a good job? Like I can just ask for what I need, and because I'm with the right woman for me, she gives me what I need. She's like, yeah, and she gives me the stuff. Like she gives me the support or whatever it is, and I do the same for her. So I can look at that past relationship, and because of my perspective, it's healthier. There were some good parts and some not so good parts, and here's what I learned, and here's how I apply it. And that's what I would like you to think about is what were the good parts about how you showed up? Because that's all you can control is how you showed up and your story. Her actions, her reactions, that's on her and her story. I'm talking to you, my friend, about your story and about your choices. Now, as we move forward and keep that healthy perspective, things between you and your ex may not be all that great. And that happens in time. So what I'd like to do is offer you, I have a free guide, how to stop yelling at your ex-wife. And really it's about how to improve your communication, how to say what you mean and set boundaries. I'd love for you to go check it out. We have a link in the description down below, and we went ahead and pinned it in the very first comment as well. So that's what I'd love to leave you with today is take some action, have some new ideas, some new thoughts. I'll see you next time. You make it a fantastic day, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye.